Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the reading for the Scorpios out there for March 11th through March 17th. I would like to say a big thank you to those who subscribe. Thank you so much. And also, as a disclaimer that this reading does not resonate, that's okay. Maybe it be for you for another day. And also, I would like to say a thank you to those who even stop by just to watch my videos. I appreciate you as well. So let's get right into it and let's see what the universe message is for you guys for March 11th to March 17th. Okay. Whoop. So right away, what jumps out is the Three of Swords. To me, this is a reflection of, I feel, what Mercury in Pisces is doing for a lot of us. But also, you guys are water signs. So you guys are feeling this very deeply. You guys are really going in to finally heal. Like, I feel that you guys are at a point that you guys are tired of letting pain get in your way. You guys are tired of like feeling hurt about the same thing. And I feel y'all on that. That's how I feel. I've gotten to the point where I'm tired of singing the same sad song. Like, oh, this happened to me. Or, oh, this person did this to me. Or, oh, this, that to me. You know, like, you ever been around people like that where it's just like, where do you take any responsibility? Like, you have control over this situation. Like, you are the co-creator. And I feel that's what you guys are realizing. Like, holy crap, I'm tired of singing this same sad song all the time. I'm ready to heal and get over it. Like, things in life happen, but it doesn't mean I have to stay in this place forever. And that's what you guys are realizing. That's so beautiful. You guys are taking ownership over your healing. You're not waiting for anyone to apologize to you. You're not waiting for anyone to own up to anything. Like, you're moving on regardless. And we have this Six of Cups. So this is definitely could be something from your childhood. Now, let me tell you, I resonate with this. Even though I'm not a Scorpio, well, I'm a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cups. Depending on, you know, because my birthday is on November 22nd, so it's like right at the end of Scorpio, like beginning Sagittarius. So in ways I could tap into a bit of both, but I guess I use really my investigation skills are like my Scorpio side, I would say. And my optimism and, you know, hand motions and everything is like my fiery side of myself. So with this Six of Cups here, it could definitely be childhood trauma you went through. You're finally healing. For me, I have went through my childhood too, of feeling that, you know, feeling the feelings of my childhood in the sense of that little girl that didn't have a father. Like, being that father and authority to myself. So when you look in your birth chart, literally, when I looked at my birth chart, it explained why I didn't have a father. Like that, it I had to learn how to be my own authority. So with Saturn in the sixth house, especially with Saturn and Capricorns, I'm having a Saturn return right now. It would have defeat the purpose that my soul came here for. Like, we came here to pick ourselves as people who are here to help the collective, for example. We chose to go through these situations like, okay, I know it may not make sense. I know it's crazy to think that you may not have a father or your mother, but this is really true. We really, before we came here, we had this already orchestrated. So, but when we get down here, we forget. See, that's the thing. Once we got here, it's like, well, why am I here? And then we get programmed through the government, by the TV, to be materialistic, to not care about each other, to be insensitive to each other, to be like no new friends and no new this. It causes us to stay in our comfort zone. Because our comfort zone, it causes us not to grow. But we're coming into times where that illusion is falling off, and we're realizing who we are as a people is a huge reflection also of our childhood. So you could be thinking, like, if you've grown up like me without a father, like, if you really look into your birth chart, I promise you, you will find out so much about your life. Like, I wasn't even mad that I didn't have a father. Like, it was legit part of the plan. Like, it wasn't even like my dad wasn't nothing or anything like that. Like, this is what my soul came here to experience, and I witnessed that in my own birth chart. So a lot of things that I went through in my life was actually in my birth chart that I realized. And I was like, oh man, that helped heal a lot. Maybe you're also looking into your birth chart and realizing how planets and, you know, aspects, that's the word I'm looking for, has played a part as well. Maybe that's what's helping you heal. Maybe you watching videos, astrology videos or tarot card videos are helping you come to conclusions to heal your childhood. So I really feel this is a big healing going on right now. It's like the inner you. Honestly, I talked about the inner child actually in my Libra video a bit. Healing the inner child is so important. That's why people act out. You ever see when adults don't get their way, they act like big children? Because, like, we are, in a way, big children. Like, you could tell which children receive love. You can tell which didn't. So they act out. They do vicious things to people. Just like when the kid doesn't get their way, don't they have a temper tantrum? Don't they start destroying stuff? It's like that. Like, they don't always grow up. Just because their physical body goes up in age don't mean their mentality does. You could still have a mentality of like a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old at like 40. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have you guys looking at your lives this far and looking at what you can salvage and what you need to throw away is what I feel with this card. You guys are like, wow, I really have to start over. It's a kind of sadness about it because it once was fruitful. This could be the job you once had or the friends or the family members that was around. And it happens over life. These things start to wither. And that just means it's time for us to plant more seeds. So I feel that you guys are looking like, okay, let me take what I can. This bush has served me its purpose, so now I can go forward. And it's always bittersweet. It's always bittersweet when you start over and go in transitions, but you're on the right track, Scorpio. Very good. Very nice. We have the Two of Pentacles. So we also have you guys figuring out, where do I go from here? What's my purpose? Why am I here? But this is your higher self leading you to show you why you are here. The higher self already knew, but see, when we came down here, we were so taken so out far of ourselves to really live in ego. The ego is competition. The ego is good. The ego is the ego. The ego is used for maneuvering around here. You have to have some type of ego, but the point is to keep it in check. You know what I'm saying? But some people live selfishly. There's two different egos. There's a healthy ego and there's a selfish ego. There's a difference because, like, to love yourself, you have to be somewhat selfish, right? But when you're in it to scheme and plot and this and that, that's when you're really in your ego, in the lower octaves of ego, where you're just surviving sex, money, like all those things we hear about is the form of our lower natures. And it's about that balance to not let it be your downfall. And I feel that you guys are really looking to figure out where to go from here, like I was saying. And I feel the Aries season, I think, like I said, for all of us will be a real clean slate because it's the astrological new year. So technically, this is what I always wondered, though. I was like, this is how I could tell holidays are man-made, because I was wondering, why the heck is Valentine's Day in Aquarius season? Me personally, I just wanted to figure that out. Like, how is the new year in Capricorn season when it's death season? Like, Capricorn is when it's real serious. You know, he's the Grim Reaper planet. Like, that's times when things die. Like, how you gonna celebrate a new year when the trees and stuff is dead? Like, that doesn't, that shows you the conditioning right there. Like, especially with Valentine's Day in Aquarius season, like, y'all didn't even try to put it in Pisces season. Like, that would make more sense. But that just shows how we just been programmed to not question anything. It's just like obey and survive. Like in GTA, I don't know if you guys play that in GTA 5. The cop cars literally say, obey and survive. Like that's really how it is. Like if you don't obey, then but we shouldn't have to live like that. So that's why we're seeing so many changes, how so many other beings are helping us on our journey, because we have decided to awaken. That's why it's so important that if you think you don't matter, you do matter. Like, you could be that one energy portal that's keeping this together. I promise you. So if you're going through anything, do your best to allow yourself to feel, but remember that if you are here, you have a purpose. And don't let anything or anybody try to stop you or make you feel like you're not worth being on this planet. You are. Everyone is. So let's see why the Three of Swords is here. So we have the Knight of Rods. We have the Eight of Swords reversed, and we have the Four of Rods. So I feel that you guys are definitely seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with this healing as well. You're getting out your head about it, and also you're in the Knight of Rods energy. You're starting to get that enthusiasm. You're starting to feel that passion. You guys are really, to be one of the most passionate signs, besides maybe like Aries, but nonetheless, I feel that you guys really maybe not felt the greatest in the points of going after what you want. Your creativity. Maybe you felt just like, ugh, like going through the motions, you know, and it's just like, I don't feel like my usual self. But now that you're healing these blocks that you have, you could come out your head and know that you're on your way to a more stable place. That everything that you have went through led you up to this moment. And you're going to see that. And you're going to see how important it is to heal, to forgive, to let go. Just because you forgive somebody, it's not for them, it's for you. And that's what you're realizing. Maybe you felt spiteful against somebody. Maybe you still felt like you wanted to get someone back, or you was like, oh, I can't wait for you to get your karma, this and this. Maybe you're realizing, wow, how does that make me any better? How hateful do I have to be to sit here and wait on someone else's downfall, or wait for someone else's karma, or anything like that? That's what you really, people don't check themselves when they do that. They feel that they could just wish bad on everybody and this and that and this and that. But it's like, when you speak that, you kind of wish that on yourself. So you're really not hurting that person. And I think you're realizing that. Maybe you did some spiteful things that backfired on you, and now you're realizing, wow, I need to get my head on straight, and start to get back on my path, but a path of a new me. That's why I feel like the Knight is here, because you healing is taking time, and also it takes time to get used to, which is normal. But however, you're going to a great place of stability. And also look at that, the Four Wands is 11-11. Maybe you're just seeing 11-11 a lot as well. So let's see why the Six of Cups is here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. So, I feel that some childhood issues were a primary part of, or things from the past, if not childhood issues. It's something from your past that has held back your abundance in a great way. But with Jupiter here, depending on where Jupiter is in your house as well, he's helping crank that wheel for you to help you get rid of what no longer serves you. The people, you see how the universe is cranking this wheel, but then this person's shoe is stuck to her dress. Maybe it's some people that's still holding you back in terms of the pain that you still hold. And that's why, even though they physically not in your life, they still affect you every day. So I feel that this healing was so important, and Jupiter is a planet of wisdom. And depending on where he is in your chart, I feel this is definitely where he's expanding. I feel it's really to bring healing to you mostly. I feel it's not really focusing on finances. The universe is really trying to focus on helping you heal first. That's what's most important before stability and all that. All that sounds good, but the universe is like, we need to get down of what already has happened. before we can move forward. But also, this also signifies a change of finances too. If you're going through a period where you're going through lack, that's going to change as well, I see here. Let's see why the Seven of Pentacles is here. We have the Strength card. That's beautiful. I love to see a Strength card. It's such a peaceful card. And we have the Seven of Cups. I was about to say Pentacles. The Seven of Cups reverse. So the universe is here with the strength. Like I said with Jupiter here. Jupiter is a sign of truth. So Jupiter is also here to shed some truth on illusions. And now that you're seeing these illusions, or maybe you wasn't good enough, or maybe not seeing how much your past has really affected your present, but however the universe is here to give you strength. And it could be hurtful to kind of realize how people that's not even physically in your life has still controlled your life. I've been there. I have. And I was like, wow, I physically thought that because I went somewhere or I moved on that it was good. No, 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 no. Healing comes in layers, especially when you go through a lot of mental trauma or physical trauma. That takes time and strength to go into those illusions, man. And you guys are doing it. Not everybody sees self-responsibility is something that not everybody has, because it's way easier to play the victim, but you guys are one of the signs you don't want nobody to feel pity for you. You don't want that. You guys are like, I got this and I need to get my life together for me. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me because I'm a strong enough person. I know that I will be just fine. Let's see why the Two of Pentacles is here. We have the King of Pentacles. You may be deciding between a job as well. Maybe you're deciding what school you want to go to as well. I feel you're thinking about what is the best financial decision for you to make. Which decision will be better for you to help build a more stable foundation. I feel you're thinking about. And also we have the moon. We have a full moon that is going to happen in Libra. That's weird. I just did Libra reading. So I feel that you will start to see clarity around the full moon. And also check where the moon is happening in your house, because that would be a huge culmination. And because you're healing, and also this is a time, also by that point Mercury retrograde would be about done as well. So I feel that you guys will feel way more confident going forward, and you guys will be more in a position to actually make a final decision after the full moon in Libra. So I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I'll catch you guys next week.